Hello, xin chào, this is Vanessa again, and in this short video I'm going to share with you the 3 really helpful insights that you must know when you want to be or you already are in a serious relationship or even getting married or already married with a Vietnamese woman who were born in 1970s. These 3 insights will help you to understand there's some limitations and some struggles that she has to go through, that you can help her to improve your relationship so you can have a long-lasting relationship and future together.
But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of free reports, helpful resources and unique cultural insights for meeting, dating and marrying a Vietnamese woman? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon, and you'll never miss out again.
Okay, before I get into the details of the video today, first of all, I want to share real quick with you that all the videos in our channel, Alex and I our best intention to share with you all the important necessary infos or insights that will help you to have a better understanding and to have and hope that from there you can build a long-lasting relationship or marriage with a Vietnamese woman. The second thing I always want to remind you on each of my videos is that you must, if you think that you want to have a long-term relationship or even marry with a Vietnamese woman, then make sure that you leave all your baggage behind and then you treat your woman as with respect, as an equal. And I strongly believe that you definitely will have a really happy relationship or marriage. Because I have some viewers been asking us some of the questions related to the topic that I'm gonna share with you today. So I decided to share with you some of the limitations, point of views, and cultures that the Vietnamese women who were born in 1970s, which is my generation, had to face. And I think if you can understand these insights and help her to overcome this, it's almost like a challenge or obstacle. It can be a challenge, obstacle in your relationship with her. So hopefully that you understand it, you take notes, and you're willing to help her to build a long-lasting relationship together. Okay, this is something that can be fixed. First insight I want to share with you is that as I was raised, and until now I believe in Vietnam right now, even though we say that the country has been opened up and growing, developing, and have a lot of Westerns people come in, etc., but especially in my generation, still when we were growing up, we weren't allowed to talk about openly about sex. We don't have education regarding that topic. We're not allowed to mention it. We have really limited information regarding intimacy or how to have protection. We're not allowed to talk about it openly or discuss it. So for that reason, I highly recommend that you don't mention that topic with your lady on the first few dates or the first few conversations. It will come, and of course, over time now I can talk a little more openly about it. But as the time we were growing up, that's how we were taught. That is not a decent lady. We're not like educated type of girl if you talk about it. Difference from the Western world, we were taught that it's not really acceptable that you go on a date, you can date a couple people, more than one people at a time. Anyway, I've been seeing my friends and the people around me, and I looked back into it, and I talked to my niece about it, who was born in 1994, and she said, wow, that's so weird. How come, at the time that's how you were taught? Yes, and that is just the way we were taught, and at the time it's our culture too, that you can only go out with one guy and most likely they call that as a boyfriend, not a date. They consider as a boyfriend, as a relationship, a serious relationship, and then eventually, most likely, after 1 or 2 years, then or 3 years, they will talk about marriage or get out of college or something, and with a tendency that, you know, like even my mom taught me this when my sister too. No matter what happened, you only can be with one guy. So you dating, you in a relationship, you marry with one guy, and if he treated you if he treated you badly, unless it's something really, really, really serious, like you know, then you should stay with that guy for the rest of your life, or you can separate, or divorce or separate, and then you just stay with that, and you're not allowed to remarry again, or shouldn't date anyone again. So basically, that's how we were taught in my generation, and also part of it also because a society pressure as well. When you go on a relationship with someone for a couple years or years or more, and if you don't get married with that person, they may say something like, oh, you must be a really bad girl for that guy to, you know, to turn you down, or to leave you, right? And so we, in our culture at the time, that we don't have the word called dating here. Just when you with someone, that is mean that you're in a relationship. So that's what I try to say. And then also another thing I want to share with you is that for my generation too, that if we are in our like mid-20s, and if we already go out with that person and we're not married, sometimes the couples got married because of the society pressure as well, and because at the time we believe that if you are 25, 26 and you're not married, it means that you're not going to be able to get married. I came back to visit Vietnam in 2000, and at the time we were only 24, right? And one of my great good friends, mom, came up to me and say, Vanessa, did you ask to see if my daughter had thinking about getting married, or she's had, you know, she gone out with a guy now, but have she talked about it? She's old enough, you know, she's getting old, you know. So that's another point of view from our parents. So then, you know, a lot of marriage happened because of the pressure that, oh, you know, you if you don't get married before you're 27 to 28, which means, especially for the girl, it means that no, you know, the percentage of you gonna get married is get thinner and thinner. Yeah. So that's another insight I want to share with you. And for that reason, so a lot of us tend to stay in a relationship. That's why my niece, who were born in the 1990s, were saying like, oh, mommy and auntie, how come your generation, according to the survey, that had the highest rate of divorce? And I said, yes, it's true, because we, again, if you have not watched my other videos, then please go ahead and watch those, because we were born after the Vietnam War in 1975, and then because we are a sandwich generation where we struggling between the old traditions, the old values, the old cultures, the old teachings, versus the new, more opening from the Western world coming in. So we got stuck because we want to keep some of the tradition. We value the tradition, but we also want to change certain things, certain point of views and values and cultures that we don't think that it fits us anymore. And for that reason, that like I just shared with you, a lot of marriage, a lot of us getting married because sometimes some of us may get out, just want to get out the house. That if we got married, we got more freedom. We get out the house, we can do what we want to do. And some of us got married because of society pressure, and some of us get married because of the age pressure. So for that reason, not many of us is really understand what is marriage is about. We didn't have really good at the time. Our country, our society didn't have classes or like seminar sharing or teaching us how to have a knowledge before you get married, for relationship, after you got married, during your marriage. We don't have those knowledge, those informations like we are right now. We got stuck in the relationship, and it's not acceptable to get a divorce. Especially the guy can divorce, the husband can divorce us as a woman, as a wife. But if we as a wife say we want to divorce the guy, everybody like, what? Or if you don't have kid, then they may say, oh, probably because you don't have kid, that's why your relationship doesn't work out. So why don't you have kid? Because when you have kid, it will form the bond between the parents, and you two would be fine. You will work things out, and things will be great. But then, of course, some of us not gonna agree to that, and we want a divorce. And like I said, because of those pressures and those coaches and those teachings, so once we got more open up and got more opportunity and chance and more understanding, then we just want a divorce. That's why the divorce rate is really high for my generation. And another thing is that I want you to keep in mind, last but not least, from this video, is that we were taught that if our marriage or relationship is not good, we should not tell other people, or especially we say like we want to keep the face for the families on both sides. So for that reason, if you're in a relationship with a Vietnamese woman around my generation, or who born in 1980s, or most likely still a lot of Vietnamese women, even the one in the 1990s, we most likely not gonna be okay when you mention that, oh, we need to seek professional help. We need to seek to go see psychologist or family counselor to see if something wrong with our marriage, or is there something, some steps or some information that we can work out this relationship before we decide to separate or getting divorced. So for that reason, if you ask the Vietnamese lady to do that, or your Vietnamese girlfriend or your Vietnamese fiance or your Vietnamese wife doing that, especially in my generation, they would tend to say no. Because I did that before. I myself turned down many times that my ex-boyfriend and then Alex, when they telling me that, oh, we need to seek a professional help to see if we can solve our problem and improve our relationship. I told them that, I say, why? There's no outsiders can understand it, and they cannot teach us what. So I didn't believe in it. But then, over times, for the last almost 10 years, I have been more openly to that. I went to a self-development relationship seminar and all that with Alex and I myself. And from there, I have grown, and I have been more openly to talk about a lot of things and discuss about a lot of things, or like conflict or the differences with Alex. So that's one thing, those are the things that's really, really important. So just be patient, like I said, be patient, or sharing with your lady, ask her to join some support groups, or read some self-development or self-help books, so she can be more open up to that option. And then you can, gently and nicely asking her, say, to go to seek for professional help. She would do it, but don't just slap it right into her face, just like I got, then I'm like, oh no, that is not something ever in my world that I never heard. It means that when you seek for professional help, at the time when I wasn't open up about it, then I say no, that's when I go tell other people that something wrong with me, something wrong with my family, something wrong with my relationship, then it shows that I'm such a bad person. Those are the points and the insights I want to share with you. So first of all, let me remind you before I end the video here, okay? So the first insight I want to share with you is that be gentle, and be really take times and be understanding that we not openly, our generation, we're not openly talking about sex. We didn't have really good education about it. Of course now we grown and we in our 40s and we know stuff already, but like I said, still we were taught that way, so we still not that openly talking about it if we're not in a serious relationship with someone, okay? But just slowly. And then the second thing I want to share with you is that make sure that you know the difference between dating and being in a relationship. In Vietnam, you need to clarify that with your lady, because some of them, I believe that a lot of them still don't understand the difference between those, and because we got a pressure of getting a divorce or getting professional help for our relationship is not a great thing to share with other people, not something to openly talk about it. So for that reason as well, if you get to know or go in a relationship or go on the first few days or conversation with a lady, be gentle, asking her. She would open up, but like I said, the best way is that getting to know her for who she is first, for the first few conversations, and then be gentle, asking it in a nice way, and she will eventually open up to you. Okay, so just pay attention about it. Okay, so that's it. That's I want to share with you today, and I'm looking forward to see you on on my next video. And once again, please feel free to share your own experience or comment or feedback related to this topic with us down the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming video. And again, this is Vanessa Ho. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting our channel. I see you next time. Xin chào, cảm ơn, hẹn gặp lại, bye bye.